Welcome back, guys. I hope all of you will be fine. So this is question 1.2 of our chapter Introduction to Statistics and Data Analysis. Okay, so the statement here we have is, according to the journal Chemical Engineering, an important property of a fiber is its vast water absorbency. A random sample of 20 pieces of cotton fiber was taken and the absorbency on each piece was measured. Okay, so the following are the absorbency values. These are the absorbency values. We can see that these are the values which have been obtained from the fiber. Okay, so what are basically the questions? In part A, we have to calculate the sample mean and median for the above sample values. Okay, so this is part A. So let me start part A here, and here we have different values. So in order to find the sample mean, let me have here mean. And how can we calculate the mean? Mean will be the sum of the all data, okay, divided by the number of data points. So how many data points do we have? We have 20 data points, and we can also find it by counting the number of data points available here. So that is 20. Okay, and what are these values? We have to add them together. So 18.71 plus 21.41. So 18.71 plus 21.41 and up to the last value, which is here. This is 21.12, 21.12. So adding them all together and dividing it over the number of samples here, that are 20. Okay, so we have to divide it over it, and what would we get? We would get here the summation, and the summation here is 415.35 divided by 20, and it will give me 20.76. Okay, so this is what, this is the sample mean for the data set or the data which has been given. Okay, the second part of our question is or the second part of this part A is basically the calculation of median. So I have previously told you that how to calculate the median. So in median we have two steps. Number one is the sorting, and number two is finding the mid values. Okay. So now as we have sorted this data, let me write here the sorted data. Okay, so the sorted data, I have to write it here, and that would be, let me draw a line here. Okay, so let me draw this line here. Okay, so let me have here, this is what, or let me limit it to here. This is here as well. This is the first data point. This is the last data point, which is the 20. This one is the middle one, which is 10. This is 5. This is 15. Okay, similarly after it we will have here 4, 3, 2. This is here 9, 8, 7, 6, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay, so this is basically a scale. Let me write all the values here. What are basically the values? So the lowest of it is, let me use this color for it. Lowest of it is 18.04. okay, the second value here is 18.71. okay, this is 18.92. okay. After it we have 19.25, then 19.29, 19.44, 19.77, 20.17. okay, 20.33, 20.50, and 11th one is 20.72. 12th one is 21.12. Okay, and then 20.41, 21.77. Okay, then 21.81. Okay, 22.11, then the 22.43, 22.85, 85. The second last one is 23.0, and the last one here is 23.71. Okay, so these are the total number of data points what we have, and these are 20. So how to find out the mid value here? What do we have to do? We have to find the two mid values, and we can see that these two values are basically this 10 and 11, and at this instant we can see that these are the two values, and we can see that here 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 9 values at the left hand side, and we have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 9 values at the right hand side. Okay, so what do we have to do? We have to take these two values, because we have now even number of data points. In previous question we had the odd number of data points, and here and there we just have taken the midpoint. Here we have this number. So what do we have to do? We have to find the median. In order to find this median, what do we have to do? We have to add these two numbers together. So that is 20.50 plus 20.72 and divide it over 2. Okay, so from it what will we get? We will get the answer, and that is 20.61, and that is the answer of our question, which we had to find out the median. Okay, so that is the answer of median. Okay. So what is basically the part B? We have to compute the 10% trimmed mean. Okay, so in this sort of question, what do we have to do? We have to drop the lower 10% and higher 10% of our data sets, and then we have to calculate the mean of it. Okay, so let me remove the previously studied mean and medians. Let me remove it. So I have to use the name for it, and that is mean underscore tree r, and here we have to add all the data points which are here, and these are from 18.9 to 19.25 up to the 22.85. Okay, so let me add them. 18.92 plus 19.25, okay, plus 19.29 up to what? Up to the data point, the last one here is 22.85. Okay, so after adding them, I have to divide it over what? The two data points from the lower end and two data points from the upper end has been removed. So the remaining data points we have are 16. So therefore the data points we will have will be 16. So as I have already calculated it, and the summation of it is 331.89 divided by 16, and finding it, the trimmed mean of it will be what? 20.743. Okay, so what is this? This is basically the trimmed mean score tr, and the value of it is here, and this is the answer of a trimmed mean. So what is this? This is the actual mean, this is the trimmed mean, while this is the median of our data which we have previously calculated. So these are the values. In our part C, we have to do a dot plot of the absorbency data. So the dot plot of it, we will do it in our upcoming video. So now let me see that what is part D asking. So part D is asking me that using only the values of the mean, okay, this is the value of the mean, median, this is the median, and the trim mean, do you have any evidence of the outliers and the data? As we can see that these three indicators basically have been showing me very less amount of difference in between them, because these are almost similar. So therefore it is not showing me or not indicating me the availability of any outlier. So therefore the answer of it is no, because these are basically the similar ones. If I had a higher difference between the mean, trimmed mean, and the actual mean, so basically it would have indicated the availability of any outlier here. As we have removed the 10% data from it, and we can see that still these two measures are almost similar, so it is not showing me the availability of any outlier here. Okay, so that's it for today, in which we have discussed the three parts of our question 1.2. so I hope it's enough for today. We will also try to solve the part C in our upcoming video, but the actual concept is similar as we have previously seen in our question 1.1, and you can also try to solve the same part as we have done it in our previous video. So I will see you with some more interesting questions in our upcoming video. Till then, take care of yourself, and I will see you soon.